subjection, okay, and not being in your royal body, not being in your royal kingdom. So a death to a 2/3 ass nigga is an actual blessing. It's a mercy from the Heavenly Father. Because guess what? When you get up into that spiritual world, you're all right, man. You're straight. Go back into your celestial body. You amongst the angels. You with Yahweh Shimi outside, right? See, the angels and Yahweh Shimi outside, they see death very differently than most people down here see it. Okay? When you come into this truth, that's one thing you learn. You learn about death. You learn what it is. It's just a transition, man. You transition from this world, your mind, your consciousness, your spirit, you go back to the spirit world with Yahweh Shimi outside, man. Okay? So the angel said, ask no more questions concerning them that perish. Alright? So we ain't concerned about you, man.
You get Revelation 13.
Yep. Did I get that? Revelation chapter 13. You want me to start from 15? Let me get Revelation chapter 13. Fourth chapter. Verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And that's talking about, like we were saying earlier, that the AI, the advent of AI, that's like giving life to the Roman system. It's alive now. It can make decisions on its own now. It can talk on its own. It can come up with solutions on its own. It's AI, all right? He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed or to be separated from society, all right? So the image is that ancient Roman way of life, the ancient Greco-Roman Empire coming back to establish its laws, its customs, its religions, and it's advented into the AI system, okay? It's a system that is completely and totally against Yahweh Shimi Yahushua. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So in order for you to completely submit and give authority over to this system, the image of the beast, you got to take that mark. You got to put that micro C-hip in your hand or in your forehead so that you can participate in society, man. You can continue on in Rome doing what Romans do. What's the saying? When in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? If you want to do as the Romans do, you're going to have to take that chip, man. Okay?
To back that up, Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yep. Once again, that's going into that mark, hour of temptation, when you're going to be tempted, you want to take the mark. But if you choose the faith of the Lord, you're going to refuse your flesh and deny the mark. Yep. The mark of the beast. Still had more on there? Or?
Yep, I can keep going. Verse 17, and it says, and that no man might buy or sell. That's commerce. You can't participate in society. Save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that understandeth, let him that hath understanding, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6, or chi-psi stigma. Okay? So that's what's going to be, man. You're going to have to plug into this wicked system. You're going to have to get a RFID microchip device into your hand or in your forehead or somewhere on your body. And a lot of niggas, they'll try to get slick. Or what if I put it in my foot? What if I put it in my leg or something like that? It don't matter. If you get that, you're going to be destroyed. There's no redemption from that. You cannot be forgiven for that. All right?
You can get Daniel 12 and 1.
Yep.
I'll get Revelation 2 and 10. And also fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. The devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Once again, the devil shall cast some of us into prison as well for not taking the mark. And that's why this is all going into that time of trouble. That's soon approaching.
I got it right here. Daniel 12 and verse 1, it says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, a great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, Jacob's trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book." And that book is the book of life. That's the elect. It's talking about the elect. The only people that are going to be delivered are the elect. The elect are not going to take that chip. The elect are not going to take that device. All right? So the only people going to make it out of here, okay? Because plus, not even mention the fact that there's a lot of people that say, oh, they know that the MOTV is the microchip. They know it is what it is, and they know what the plan is. But they still don't get the full understanding of the scriptures, and they're not of the elect. Those people are going to take that chip, man. They talk a lot of shit now, but when they're hungry, they're homeless, they ain't got nothing, there's no job, they lost everything, society's collapsed, they're going to take that chip, man. But the elect, they're not going to take that chip.
This is Revelation 12 and 12. And you get Jeremiah 30 and 7. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to ye inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows he has a short time." And that's once again Esau's going to get ready to go full measures, devil mode on you tribes, on you niggas, and on you specs, and wetbacks, Uncle Tomahawks. You're ignoring this word. They're ignoring this word here, and they're ignoring the words of the Lord. So
Jeremiah 30 and starting verse 6. "Ask me now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces turn to paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Who's the he that's going to be saved out of? That's the elect, man. Okay, it says, "For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him." Yeah, the Israelites, I believe that's Isaiah. Is that Isaiah 3? "I will take away the stay, I will take away the stay of bread and the stay of water." Okay, during Jacob's trouble, the Lord is going to take away all the things that you've been relying on, man. You rely on Esau's system. You rely on the grocery store. You rely on the fast food. You rely on DoorDash. Okay, you rely on all these things, and the Lord's going to take it away. It's going to be a time of trouble like no other, man.
You get Psalm 110 and 3. I'm getting Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall he fear the name of Yahweh Bashem Havashai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come up like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And who's that standard? The elected and the spiritual powers that the brother's going to get.
Yeah. Psalms 110 and 3, it says, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness, from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth." So when the Lord gives his men that power, right? When the Lord brings that standard, like I just read, okay, when men get raised up with spiritual power, then that's when all you Israelites are going to want to get right. You're going to want to get down with the cause. But it's going to be too late in that time.
You can get Amos 8 and 11. Yep. That's the enemy there. They're going to fear the name of the Lord and see his glory from the rising when the enemy comes. When the enemy comes in, and you got the things called Project Megiddo, Rex 84, Project Cypher, where they were go in the black, make a blackout and go and start gathering who the state deems as terrorists as a threat. And we're under one of those. We're an organization that's under those their list.
I believe GMS is on the Southern Poverty Law Center. I believe it's on that website. But guess what? They're going to call us extremists. They're going to call us whatever they want to call us. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? It doesn't matter. You can't stop prophecy from being fulfilled, man. Okay? I got Amos 8 and 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And when the Lord takes his men off the street corners, when we're no longer going out to camps, when we're no longer making videos, and you can't get the correct breakdowns, and all the convoluted, confusing breakdowns that you're going to be left with on the internet are going to be all wrong. And you're not going to be able to get this full truth. So the ones that paid attention, took it serious, and gave themselves to knowledge and wisdom during this time of grace, those are the ones that are going to be sealed. Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and street of salvation. And the only ones that are going to have that are the elect once again.
And a lot of you women are going to be getting judged out here.
Right?
We can close out with that one.
All right, we'll close out. Hopefully this camp was edifying. We're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching this truth according to the Bible. Say Shalom. And above all, dang, it ain't even December yet, It ain't even December yet.